Okay, we're at the swimming pool and things are going. Things are happening. These plastic skimmers should be replaced every 2 or 3 years so that people don't step on them and break their ankle. These weir traps, they're okay. They're okay, they're supposed to be there. They don't have to be. Some people found, especially if you got kids, because of entrapment hazard, kind of like a, you know, Chinese finger handcuffs. You can get your arm stuck in there, and now your arm is higher than your shoulder and holds the head down. That's what kids do. Just kind of heads up on that. We've got double drains right in here. Originally, we had drains. Originally we had drains. And then we had anti-siphon drains, vacuum breaker drains. Then we had double drains, so you got double drains in there. And now they've decided, since this pool was built, that those two drains should be at least 5 feet apart. And of course they're not, because the pool wasn't built like that, because when the pool was built, it wasn't required. We got a little bit of water inside our lens right there, so we're leaking a little bit of water. This is the GFCI for the swimming pool. So the lights. Pool heater's been on for a while. We're not making a lot of heat. Not making a lot of heat at all. So maybe the cellar. Maybe the cellar can demonstrate how that works. Alright, so I just turned on the hose system. We had 20 psi on the filter. 6 inches, 5.5 inches, 5.5 inches, 5 inches, and 5 inches. The pool's relatively level. We have a plaster surface pool. The mastic sealer around the pool looks like it was a recent installation, and the surface actually looks. I'm not supposed to say it looks good, but it looks kind of good. It's kind of good. I don't know what all that goop is down there. I don't know where that is. I'm not seeing any cracks. I'm not seeing any mottling. I'm not seeing any spalling. I'm not seeing these things. I'm looking for them. Sometimes a digital camera, the reason why I'm walking around like this is because sometimes a digital camera will pick up things that the eye won't. And vice versa. So this is the pool equipment over here. So let's get back here a little bit. See, this guy's been leaking for a while, and the seller was just here, and he said, I replaced the main seal. I guess he did. I'm not going to say he didn't. I see I got water on my... I got water around this seal. Inline Chlorinator. Turn you off. I turned you on before. That's the... Oh no! I use the manual button. Or the, satellite button. All the valves are nice. They're labeled. This is a manual system. It's not very complicated, which is good. Not really complicated. So you come in and you turn the valves the way you want them, and that's the way you adjust your things. This is an inline chlorinator. If you put another chlorinator in the swimming pool, and those floating ones, then it needs to come out when people go in. Those are attractive nuisances. There's not one here. So this is just for, your benefit for the future. Because those a lot of times kids think those are toys, and they throw them at each other, and they hold them over. There's flying saucers, and they fly them through the air, and then all that chlorine comes down on their face and their eyes and stuff, and we don't want to do that. Now, I'm kind of rambling here, and I'm moving around because I did not see a vacuum breaker for the pool main drain line in the yard. I haven't seen one of those, and I'm still not seeing one of those. I'm just not. So I don't know where it goes. If you need to empty the pool, how do you do that? How do you do that? You need to know. I mean, if it wasn't built, you know, it had a cartridge filter at one time, and it wasn't built for it by design, well, you need to know that. The controls are back here. I can hardly get to them. Okay, so we don't, and you do not have 36 inches in front of the pool heater. And the gas line, which you cannot see, I guess you can. The gas line coming to the pool heater. I got short legs, man. What are y'all doing to me? The gas line coming to the pool heater, it does not have a sediment trap. Your instructions aren't very complicated. Of course, all your valves are manual. So why would they be complicated? You basically have a timer. And no, the pool heater, rusty old pool heater, it did not come online. It just didn't. So, it'd been nice if it did. You know what? I believe it did. I believe it did. Okay. I'll take it back. No, that sucker's hot. I don't know how good it works. Looks like it's pretty old. Off, Mr. Seller. So that's basically the swimming pool observations. There'll be a few more on the in the report, but that's what your pool looks like. It's wet.